Hello, everyone. Today I wanted to discuss something with you new here that I got to add to my fleet. In a previous video, if you watched any of my other videos on my channel, I reviewed a Trek single speed that I had purchased and upgraded to nice RockShox on the front. At the time, I wasn't really sure whether or not I was going to keep it, as I had just gotten a full suspension bike and wasn't really riding the single speed anymore. So ultimately, which wasn't shown in the video, I ended up selling the Trek online. So this summer then, I was riding my full suspension. I love that bike. It's a good time. But towards the end of the summer here, I really started missing a single speed, missing the hardtail element, because it was really the full suspension is really my only hardtail mountain bike I could take on a mountain bike trail. I have a fat bike, I have a dirt jumper, but during the summer, there's no good reason to take those on a trail. So I was really riding my full suspension, and the more I rode it, the more I realized that all the suspension it has 130 millimeters of suspension. It was way too much to be dragging around all these hills all the time, especially when the rides got longer. So I started checking out Craigslist and came across a good deal. And this is this bike, and that's this bike. This is a Redline. You can't see the decals, they're all black. Monocog 29er. So it's a Redline Monocog 29er. No, the decals are there, just extremely dark. So, basic overview of this bike, in case you don't know anything about it, probably don't. There's not a lot of them out there. This bike came fully rigid with rim brakes. It's actually not that old of a bike. It's only a couple years old, but Redline sold it. You can see there's the mounts for the rim brakes. Came with, I believe, a Tektro rim brake system, not sure. So the guy I bought it from, he advertised it for sale with a RockShox also. And this is a RockShox XC28. Now, I have I'm not sure what this guy did to this RockShox. I don't know how much he rode. I don't know anything about it. But I rode it with the rigid one time, and a mixture of the grips that he had on the bike and the rigid fork really left my hands pretty tired and left to be desired. So I popped on this RockShox XC28 he so kindly gave with the bike, and bought these new grips, and they are, I don't know if you can see the brand right there, probably can't. But what the brand are is they are Surface Pro Flow, right there, Pro Flow technology. And they have right here the wrist support, the hand support, whatever you want to call it. And those have helped tremendously. Those grips, I love those grips very much. My hands no longer cramp at all. So, onto the fork kind of here. This XC28 fork, like I said, I don't know what this guy did to it. I don't know what he put it through. I don't know how long he had it. I don't know anything about it. All I know is it's a cheap fork to begin with. And it rides like a cheap fork, and it is actually worn out and pretty much broken. I took it to my local bike shop because it was riding absolutely horrendously. And they basically told me the thing is shot. So, well, I'm saving up to buy a new fork, which I'm not sure for sure what I want. If you have a good suggestion for a good cost-effective air fork for a 29er, let me know in the comments, because I'm open to any suggestions, because this one's shot, but it's still better than the rigid, and I do like a little bit of suspension to eat up something at least, even if it's not much. Alright, so as I mentioned before, this bike came stock with rim brakes. So the guy before me, he upgraded the front to a Shimano Dior hydraulic for whatever reason, probably because he was putting the RockShox on, and the RockShox does not have a rim brake mount. So it's just your typical hydraulic disc brake. It's nice. When I got the bike, it still had a rim brake on the back, but I had an extra set of disc brakes here at home. So when I got home, quick popped on. It's just a mechanical. It's a cheap nothing. I had the hub already came drilled out, so you could put the disc on. That was easy. And so you just pop it on. It already comes pre-installed with the mounts. It's just a matter of putting it on. Down the road, when I save up some money, I don't know which is more important right now, the fork, replacing the fork, or getting another hydraulic disc brake to match the one up front on the back. I'm not sure. Alright, so I've got just your Crank Brothers pedals on here. I ride Crank Brothers. I really like them. They are all I ride pretty much. I ride a lot of Candies. I have pretty much all of their models. So I like the Candies the best out of all of them. It has your Troubadour crank on it, and I'm not sure what this is, the size of the gear in here on the back. I'm actually not sure, as I got it used. I don't know a whole lot about it. It's okay for around here in northeastern Ohio. Anything else would almost make it too hard or too to climb the hills, or too big, and you wouldn't be able to get any speed up. So I'm not sure. But overall, I really like the bike so far. It's very cheap build. I picked it up really cheap. When I was looking online, I'm not positive on this, but I believe Redline was trying to sell these in the $500 to $600 range, and they were selling them new. And that seems pretty steep because this bike is heavy. I haven't had a chance to weigh it in yet, but it does for sure weigh more than my full suspension mountain bike, and my full suspension has a lot more on it than this bike. But that's not necessarily the goal here. The goal was just for me to get a 29er hardtail, try and move a little faster, go a little smoother, and that's for sure helped. It's a lot of fun to ride it. I've been putting quite a few miles on it since I got it, enjoying the ride. The Kenda tires on here, they're the Kenda Navigal. I don't know how to say that correctly. They're a really knobby tire. They're not a fast rolling tire, but I don't know. I think it might be safer just to be able to climb up a hill than, on a single speed, than to have something that rolls really fast and you just spin out trying to climb. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Like I said, the fork's shot, and I need to upgrade the rear brake. I don't know if anyone has any comments on what you think I should do for the fork again. Let me know. I'm open to comments. It doesn't really matter what brand. It could be RockShox, Fox, Manitou. It doesn't really matter. Just as long as it's an air fork and it's cost effective and works pretty well, I'm really open to anything. So thanks for watching. Check out my channel for more videos, including my review on I guess I don't have it anymore, my Trek single speed that I had. Really like that bike. Had a RockShox XC32 on that. That was pretty sweet. So check it out. You can see my full suspension there, several other videos. And let me know if you have any questions or comments or anything. And thanks for watching.